prior to real estate was pretty adventurous. I guess I was considered kind of a bad kid, but hindsight, I guess it was due to circumstances. Yeah, found out I was pregnant at a very young age, living in a car, working at Denny's, doing whatever I could do to get through. And, ended up doing some things that probably not so proud of to get by. And later on in life, figured out why I was doing those bad things, and finally got my stuff together. I wasn't necessarily inspired to become involved in real estate. It was a matter of chance. I was invited to a friend's house for Thanksgiving dinner, and the owner turned out to be a real estate broker. I was a little bit late, and I felt bad for missing prayer, so I asked him to repeat the prayer. He took a liking to that and then gave me a call a couple weeks later and asked me if I'd work for him to help buy land. In my opinion, the professional and personal qualities that make the best real estate agent are to actually relate with the person that the client is, whoever they're selling the home to. It's not about what they want or what they would want in a home. A lot of real estate agents are like, oh, you don't like that. That's because they don't like that house. It doesn't matter what you like. You really have to get in tune with what your client is looking for and put their needs in front of yours. Attention to detail is very important when it comes to the contract because one word can change the entire direction of the contract. A lot of people just fill in the blanks, and that's where I think you can get yourself in trouble. But because we know that one word can completely change the direction of the contract, I'm able to get so much more from our client than what I don't want to say opposing side, because I like to work with the other side to get the transaction closed to everybody's benefit. Whereas if I'm representing the seller, I can make sure that, the wording on home inspection requested repairs don't absolutely obligate them to a certain repair, but maybe just an evaluation. Whereas if I'm representing the buyer, I'm going to make sure that the seller is going to be obligated to complete the repair and make sure that it's completed correctly. So it depends, but I just love to make sure that I know the contract, and because of that, the other side of the transaction doesn't necessarily know it as well as I do. So that one word that can change the entire preface of the contract will be to my benefit and my client's benefit. My real estate brokerage has a family approach to real estate, and that has a couple of different meanings. One starting with our agents themselves, whereas most real estate brokerages and their agents seem to have a cutthroat mentality, whereas our agents help each other, and in helping each other, we're happier, more productive, more knowledgeable, and we have better results. And then with our clients, we have a family approach because at the end of the day, the whole goal is for the longevity of the relationship, and then that'll help for repeat business. So we want to make sure that when we're selling our clients a home, we're treating them like family and making sure that we're going to put them in a home that they love, so that when they're ready to sell or upgrade or buy again for whatever reason, they're going to call us back. My plans for the future, they've changed quite a little bit since I got married in the last few years. My partner, Joy, and I had a 5-year plan to move to Florida, or at least be snowbirds. And that was 3 years ago, so our time's coming up. And so I guess I got 2 years to convince my husband that he also wants to live in Florida, at least as a snowbird or on occasion. So I guess as far as real estate goals, we are open in Virginia and North Carolina, and we are licensed in Florida, so we'll be starting our real estate brokerage there soon. And as far as personal goals, I'm excited that we just got approved for a 501c3 Phoenix Ranch Foundation, and that's to help the children of the wounded warriors. The experience that I've had that has taught me the most is probably almost the realization, only because I'm not quite there yet, of my passion for real estate is so huge, and I just want everybody to come with me. I want everybody to share in what I experience on a day-to-day basis. Real estate gives you what you put into it, and it can be so rewarding. I didn't get into real estate because of money or prestige or any of those things. I saw what great things I could do and the happiness that I gave to a family by handing them keys to a great home. And I just got so invigorated by that, and I wanted to do it again and again and again. So in doing so, I became one of the top agents in Hampton Roads, Virginia. I didn't even know what that was. I didn't even realize that I was until people started telling me. So I like to inspire and bring everybody with me. The hardest part that I'm learning is not everybody wants to come on that journey, and it makes me sad because I know that the happiness that I feel, I want everybody else to feel that as well. And it's just not for everybody though, and that's okay. When life's not going the way you want it to, too many people just kind of like lay in that hole that they dug, because it's way easier to do that than climb out of it. So climb out of that hole if anybody's in a hole, because perseverance and determination can change everything. Creating my own real estate team, stepping out, leaving a brokerage that I was comfortable with, and it was the scariest thing I've ever done, but it turned out to be the best thing that I've ever done, because that's when I inadvertently, accidentally created Team Tyler, because there were some agents that didn't want to stay, where I was leaving, so they had to come with me, which terrified me, and because now I have people depending on me, and what do I do? And it turned out to be a really, really great experience. And like for instance, I always have people, well, what are your goals, Tyler? I don't set goals, because had you told me 10 years ago I'd have a successful real estate brokerage and live where I live, I just would never have believed you and just say you're blowing smoke. So I still don't want to set goals, because I know that I can far exceed anything that I would set. And I don't want to put boundaries on that. And I want to encourage everybody around me to do the same. And just keep going, because you can do it.